call because I feel like today will be pretty important. But how many of you guys listen to the National Wake Up Call?
Not yet. I always listen after we have our meeting because I usually walk in the door like 20 minutes before this meeting starts. So
no, that's okay.
I listen to it after I'm done here.
No,
I'll listen at work.
So I really liked that the National Wake Up Call was about the expanding your market and finding people outside of the warm market, right? So we're starting to get to the point where we talk to our friends and our family members, and now we're adding friends and the time it takes to build a relationship. I don't know about you guys, but it takes some time messaging back and forth, and when you have big goals, that's a ton of messages each day. And one of the things that they talked about today was she started her like page and ran free groups, like the free clean eating group or like an ab challenge or a squat challenge. And so I thought we should talk about that, the value of the like page and some things we can do to start generating a following, because then also we can focus more with the Beachbody business on the like page, and our personal page can be more of our personal page, that we're not trying to build our business out of our personal page, but that can be, we can promote our like page for, get people to start going there. But I think that would also help because the people who want it are going to seek it out. They're going to start following and they're going to want to do what we do and build that relationship with us. So does everybody have a like page? I think everybody does. Cassie does, Alice and Jen. And Kelly's got like 3 or 4 Facebook accounts. She's like an octopus on roller skates, just like everywhere. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I actually, Cassie and Elizabeth, and I hope she gets on here, but I like to see what Cassie and Elizabeth do with their like pages, and I'm really starting to develop that more. So I asked them to join us, and if they would share a little bit about the benefit of the like page and a tip for building a following.
I would love to.
Yay!
Okay, so I'm a major introvert, and so I don't know, like talking to people, like cold market type thing is really, 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 really hard for me. And I set a big goal last summer at Summit that I wanted to come home from my job and be home, be a full-time Beachbody coach, be working from home, staying home with my daughter. I set my income goal and I needed to hit that. And at that time, all I had was my personal page, and I was using that. And just like you said, you're sending out a ton of messages and you run out of people to talk to. Like I have like 1,000 friends or whatever, but you run out of people to talk to and you get crickets, and you are kind of feeling like you're just going through the same people over and over, and you've heard no so many times, and you're like, I feel so slimy and I don't feel, but you have goals that you're pushing towards, right? So again, I don't know if you guys heard of Before But Builder, and it's a training that he put out. His name is Jesse Reagan, that he put out. The first one was in September, and Elizabeth actually shared a webinar about that training. And I watched the webinar and was like, this is what I need. And it was basically, training for how to actually use, Facebook, how to use ads, how to build your page, all of those kinds of things. So I jumped into that training and did that. And I went from, I had a like page, I think I had like 500 likes on it or something like that, and would get no engagement. I run ads. I didn't really know what in the heck I was doing, had no idea. And so I went through his training the first time and built my page up to, I have a little over 5,000 followers, likes right now. And I think it cost me probably like $150 to get 5,000 likes, because you kind of learn how to actually find your target audience and advertise to the right type of people. And so from there, I had this whole new market of people. So I transitioned off of my personal page, you know, and was able to use my business page, find targeted likes, people that are my avatar, you know, they're my people. Those are the people that I'm connecting with and dealing with. And so I would say probably now like a third of my business that I'm doing is strictly from my like page, me putting out, I'm not even doing any like paid ads right now, just from organic content that I'm putting out and having people message me, come to me, you know, and want to join my groups or want to know what I'm doing or want Shakeology, those kinds of things. So instead of me going out and messaging all these people on my personal page and then being like, oh my God, I have a message from her again, I'm having people come to me, and me not, you know, just they see my stuff, they follow me, they're like, oh yeah, she makes, you know, makes sense, I trust her, whatever, and they come and they're, you know, my customers. And the other thing that happened with building that like page is that when I share, you know, different things, like if I tag my personal page in something that I have on my like page, it gave me credibility. So not only did I, you know, start finding new people from that business page, but my warm market, having that business page and seeing engagement from other people and just seeing that this is a business and I'm a professional and this is what I do for a living, made me have credibility with my warm market. And so all these people just kind of like started coming out of the woodwork and being like, I want to join your team. I want to join your next challenge, you know, and I had people that were coming to me instead of me hating them quite so much. So obviously, like, it's still a lot of work, and you still have to do all of the same things. You have to do your, you know, power of threes, all of your daily activities, but I mean, to me, it is the only way to go. Like, we're running a business. If you're doing this and you're pushing for big goals, you're running a business, and you need to be doing that from a business page, because there's the analytics. You can find targeted people that are down to the T, the exact kind of people that you want to work with. And those are the people that you're communicating with. When you're writing up a post and you're writing an ad, the person that is seeing that are people that you actually want to do business with. You know what I mean? And they want to do business with you. I hope I didn't talk in circles. I don't know. Can you kind of rein me in a little here?
No, that's fine. That's fine. So definitely the value of the like page that I'm hearing is that you were able to take it away from the personal aspect. And I think that's the number one fear that a lot of coaches have, is they don't want to sell, and they don't want to be pushy. And when we like on our Facebook pages for a while, we would do like the flash sale and this many people and you get this prize, and it definitely comes across salesy. But if you have a page where that is dedicated to your passion and your mission, and you talk about the different things, it totally takes it to a different ball game where you're not selling your friends, because they can choose to follow. Yeah, hold on, Kelly, let me go for it.
Okay, I have two questions for you. One, what did you say the name of the training was that you did?
It's called Social Team Builder. They just started another training, and I think it started today. They released it like on the 5th. But Jesse Reagan, it's Reagan, is the guy who runs it. And it is incredible. Like, I would recommend that. It was $297, and it was the best it is the best training I've been in, hands down, period, and gave me a return on my investment, like within the first 2 months, you know, within 60 days, gave me definitely a return on my investment, and breathed a ton of life, you know, just into my business. So I would highly recommend it for anybody that.
Find that. Where do I just Google it?
I'm putting it on our team page right now.
Okay. And then Cassie, I was sitting here trying to look you up. I can't find you on your like page.
Cassie Woods Fitness.
Ah, sorry. On your little under your picture here, it says Cassie Peterson.
That's my maiden name. I got married last summer, so I must have had this
Okay.
account. I must need to change that.
So is it Cassie Woods huh?
Fitness.
Fitness? Okay.
Fitness.
Yep.
So I went ahead and posted it on our team page, and it's quite possible that, and I don't know, Cassie, how flexible they are, but if they just started, if you message them personally and say, hey, I just found out about, can I join in on the game? I don't know why they would.
Yeah, I'm not sure how, I'm not sure how it works with that kind of stuff. I just know that they launched another release of it. And like for me, when you get the training, then every time he has a new release, because Facebook is always changing, as we know. And this is what he does for a living. He's not a Beachbody person or anything like that. He is a social media manager or something like that. So like he works with huge, corporations and companies and businesses like that. So he understands the ins and outs of how all of Facebook works, and actually like teaches you the proper way to go through and do things, and like how to actually make money using Facebook. So I think it's a step that is definitely skipped with, I just really highly would recommend that training to anybody that is wanting to, build your like page, because you'll definitely learn how to do it the right way and the most efficient way.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't waste a ton of money not really knowing what you're doing.
Well, one thing for sure that I just learned, that I heard from Jesse, that I heard from Shalene Johnson, is boosting posts.
Yes.
Facebook, they're like, hey, boost this post. Don't do it.
Yeah, never.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like you don't know those things. So yeah.
What does it mean to boost a post?
Did you say boost it or do not boost it?
No.
Do not.
Don't. Basically, Facebook says, hey, this is a great post.
I
You
see.
can boost it, and you pay money so that other people can see it.
Mm.
And you can, you can select the market that you want to see, but it doesn't really hit home with the actual people that you want to join. Like, they're just, like, the people that I've seen like my posts from a boost are kind of scary. I'm like, ooh, like they have these scary masks on their face and they're like ghetto, and I'm like, oh, that's not what, how did I? So yeah, let me go ahead. I'm just going to unmute everybody. So it's basically something that you can do when you have a like page, supposedly to help get people.
Yeah, you always want to do targeted ads, and that's something, and I'm sure there's other training guides. There's a lot of like social media, like Amy Portland is a good one. Anything that she does is legit. There's a ton of people out there that know the ins and outs of Facebook, and you can learn these types of things, but you always want to do targeted ads. When you're building your like page, you want to be, using the audience insights and finding your target audience. And like when you're promoting your page, always not just using general like fitness or health or, some of the things that are taught by some of the Beachbody people are not like the actual way that you should go and, build a page. You might get a lot of likes, but they're not the right people. You need to know who your avatar is, and you need to target, that audience, because then
Those people.
yeah, the money that you're spending on your ads and those kinds of things, you actually get a return on your investment. So when you put up a really awesome ad for a challenge group or for business opportunity or whatever, and you have your target audience, like you have it zeroed in on who you're wanting to talk to, those are the people that are going to be seeing it, and they're going to connect with you. They're going to, they're going to want to join you. So
Allison,
another thing is like on your business page for to help with like organic reach, instead of having to always pay for everything, is just always, you know, provide value. And that's what Jessie says, like, over and over and over. And that's definitely something that, you know, I have found, if you're always providing value, thinking of like who your avatar is, which is going to be somebody that's like you, and what is going to bring value to their day, you know, recipes, you know, what everybody is different for what your thing that you're good at is, but provide value, you know, with your content, and people will follow you and your affinity will go up and all those kinds of things. So always, you know, focus on value with your content.
Mm-hmm. Allison, you had a question?
I was trying to determine the difference between a targeted ad and a boosted post. I know I see on my news feed a lot of Beachbody coaches, I guess they're ads. And so is that what they're doing? They're targeting an audience that's my demographic, and so it's showing up on my news feed, or is that a boosted post, or?
Are you saying like if it says sponsored underneath?
Sometimes that, but sometimes it's just a person's page talking about, you know, a fitness group or whatever. You know, I need 10 people, blah, 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 but it's nobody I know. Does that make sense?
So yeah, that would be either a boosted, or it's just how Facebook calls it. So you could boost a post like that, and they'll say, do you want to, like, if you have a like page and you boost a post, you have an option to, you know, boost it to the people that like your page, the people that like your page and their friends, or a targeted audience, if that makes sense. So they could be boosting it to people that like their page and their friends, and maybe you're friends with somebody that likes their fitness page. Or they could be boosting it to, or target, you know, doing a boost with the targeted audience of something, you know, a certain page that you like, or something, you know, that makes you part of their target audience. But a lot of people, this is another thing that's really interesting. When you go through and like other people's like fitness pages, it's not really necessarily a good thing, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I try to have like an abundance mindset, so it really shouldn't matter because my people are going to come to me. But if you go through and you like a bunch of people's fitness pages, then when they are running their ads, they can target your friends and followers and that type of stuff. So like if you're liking their stuff, then your friends on your page could be like, oh, who's this? And they could start following them, and then.
Mm-hmm. So my thoughts was this. I really feel, you know, each of us should have a like page, and I want you guys to think about not so much you being a Beachbody coach, but who you are as a person, your skills or your passions, things that really get you excited and that you love talking about, and that would theme your like page. And the types of things that you would talk on there would be about that passion, and really start turning it in kind of like a blog, like a daily blog, where you're sharing that passion or different things that help you go in that direction. Because I think it helps us when we get to truly be ourselves, and there is this passion that we have with the health and fitness. Some of us are like super passionate about the clean eating aspect, and just one thing I love about Kelly is that just her dedication to the eating, and she went gluten-free, and just being aware of what she eats and her family eats. Like, I keep thinking, be like Kelly. But so you have to think that the aspect of Beachbody that you love the most, maybe go with that as your focus, or the type of person you're looking for. Are you looking for, there's Fit and Funky, where, is it Danielle Natoni? Is that Fit and Funky? Yeah. You know, she's looking for people who are they have the attitude and they're funky and just they're badass. And I mean, they're fit people and they're just kind of crazy out there. So I want us, and I feel like the next call we could talk about or do a training on, what it looks like to run an ad. Just something very simple of just getting things going where you're building the funnel. So we don't have to, our personal page can be our personal page. That can be for our family and friends and fun things that we're doing. And then we can, every now and then, they correlate with each other, so it's cool. But that's something that I'm really working on, and I already feel so much better about the Beachbody activity in building, that I'm more excited about the posts, because it's not just Motivational Monday, I got to get it up, but hey, I love talking to moms and inspiring them, so I'm doing the live videos to say, here's my tip for getting through the day or the week, because that's what I get excited about, is inspiring moms, not just fitness, but life in general. So let's talk about some like pages. What are some, you already have a like page, or some ideas that you want to do? Where do you guys want to go from here? Go for it, Allison.
Cassie, I was wondering, I have a like page, and I sometimes feel like people, I try not to make it all about Beachbody. I try and just do health and fitness in general, recipes, exercise, motivation. But some days I feel like I couldn't pay people to go look at what I post. Does that make sense? So how do you ensure that people are looking and then interacting?
So how many followers, I guess, do you have? How many likes do you have on your page?
Somewhere in the 90s.
Okay. So
obviously working on building.
Yeah, that's going to be one thing. Your reach is going to be lower when you don't have a ton of people on there. But the big thing is just content, and not you. Something that I feel very strongly about is that we need to be branding ourselves, and so something could happen tomorrow and you're not, I'm not saying that this is going to happen or whatever, but if something happened tomorrow and you're no longer a Beachbody coach, you want to be branding yourself so that people, because I can go on the internet and I can buy P90X, or I can buy 21 Day Fix, or I can go to whatever top coach and, get everything from them. And what makes it different, and I think what makes us, a successful coach, is why do they need to sign up with you? What's different about you? So you're, adding value with your content, and then being you. Like, this is what Chalene Johnson says, you need to be you times 2, if that makes any kind of sense, I guess. I don't know if I answered your question, but you just focus on providing value and figuring out like what you have to offer, your experiences, your unique, what is unique about you? What have you been through that you can help somebody else that's like you through? Not talking about 21 Day Fix or, 22-minute hardcore or Shakeology or those kinds of things, but talking about, like for me, I guess with the fitness stuff is just that I live in the country, and going to the gym is not an option for me. So like I can work out at home while Addison, my daughter is in the other room, and that's something that's really important to me. I have horses, I have animals. I like to stay in shape so that I can go and compete and do those kinds of things. So I talk about those kinds of things, not necessarily like Beachbody related stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And just like make sure that if you are posting something that there's a reason for it, that it's providing value to somebody in some way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And there is make sure as you're adding friends with your personal page, that you're inviting them to like your like page, that making sure to invite people. And then one thing that I haven't been doing is talking about my like page on the personal page. So you guys have probably seen that in my like videos or other posts, like, hey, if you want more motivation and tips, follow me. here. So it's just, I'm trying, getting people, and it'll take some time to get them to come over, but that's how you build it, is just keep providing something. So I did the plank challenge. It just started today. It's open to anybody. They can share, they can invite their friends, and we're just going to do plank every day, talk about clean eating. And it's not even about Beachbody, but just my own struggle as having a C-section. And so just kind of that, like a real group where we're doing something fitness related, we can build. And then in there, the people in the group, I can build relationships with. But I promoted it on my personal page, and so a little thing like that. So think of, like, we're doing the Shakeology sample group next week. You can promote that on your like page. And one thing, I've been sharing my posts onto my personal page right now, and I know eventually we don't have to do that, but that's one way to get people to look at it and see.
You can tag yourself. You have to do from a computer, you can refine it, but like on your business page, you can go in and tag yourself, like your personal page in there. And I do that a lot. It says my internet is unstable. I do that a lot, like maybe one post a day or something like that. Or if it has a picture of my daughter in it or anything like that, I'll go and tag myself in it. And then, I don't do that with all of the posts, because I like my business page to be my business page. And I don't know, like on my personal page, my occupation, it has my business page on there. And yeah, but you can tag yourself in there, and that's another way, instead of sharing it, that, your personal page is tagged to that page, and people are like, oh, what's going on over here?
And do you do that with like the hashtag, or like literally click on the image and tag?
Yeah, so you click on the image and open it up, and then okay, so you'd have like the image right here, and then the wording would be over here on your computer. Yeah.
Let me go to, let me close these out. Okay, so let's take my Zumba post here.
Okay, so, click on the picture. There you go.
Frozen Kung Fu Panda. Well, we try a different one. Oh, there we go.
Okay. So where like the 9 hours and that kind of little earth thing is, right under the Bodies en Fuego, or sometimes it works with the tag photo and sometimes it doesn't.
Okay, so
Facebook is funny. So it's gonna hit that, and then when you click on the picture.
Yeah. Okay, so it's up here on the.
So like the 9 hours, if you click the 9 hours thing, then usually, okay, I guess try the tag photo. I think you need to like your own page maybe. Do you like your own page?
I thought I did.
That's weird.
Apparently not. That would be
Anyways,
important, wouldn't it?
okay. So I think you did.
Yeah. Is it?
Okay, so go back in and then hit the tag photo.
Mm-hmm.
Like 99% of the time, it'll work from there, and you'll click on the photo. See, is it not letting you?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I like it.
Is it?
You said,
and it's when you're hitting tag photo, it's not doing anything.
No, it keeps the hand.
Well, you should be able to click on the picture. Hi, Sissy. Maybe try one that's an actual like picture.
Perfect. We'll do this one.
I like that post. That's so true.
Literally, the entire store was this.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Oh, there we
There.
go.
Okay, and then
Nope. Wait, go back. You gonna let me? Nope. Let me tag.
Could you edit the text of the post and just tag yourself, like type your name in?
no, you can't do it that way. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
try to pull up my.
See
Let
what's
me
going
see.
on here. You said something about the hour, because I haven't tagged myself in any posts, obviously, on my.
Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to pull up my Facebook and just
And see.
yeah, because sometimes it's weird about this, and let me just make sure I'm giving you good information.
While you pull that up, I can kind of show. One thing that I've been learning is the branding is where you look at an image and they recognize that's like they see. I'm going with the blue, the silver sparkle, and yellow because that's colors in my my logo, the team logo.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something I'm working on. That like any fun post that I add font, that I try to use those colors.
Yeah.
So, but I'll tell you guys, like this post here with my grandma, just sharing how much I appreciate her inspiration, got more activity than this post. You know, like, and I'm really trying more to be about life than just Beachbody. And this, I talk about the E&E, the energy and endurance, but it's not selling it. It's just saying, thank goodness I have it because I'm struggling with how tired I am.
Yep.
I'm pulling through. But yeah, you guys like Shakeology, 83 people compared to, you know, that post of my grandma, like just that real raw example. So yeah, what are you guys' like page? Let's pull them up. What's yours again, Allison?
I can show you.
I think healthy, happy, and in control.
Healthy, happy, and in control.
I'm afraid to have you look. Don't look away.
No way. Why would you be afraid? It's you. I love it. Your background was a lot better. Like, I just changed mine. My last background was meh. Okay, this is good. I like this. There's no such thing as one really. How have I not been following? So, okay. I don't know, any questions, or I don't know what you guys want to, I just felt like it was so important for us to share. Were you able to get it working?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So I just pulled up I have two computers out because I was doing our bookkeeping on my other computer. So I just pulled it up on that one. And when I hit like tag, it might just be, you might just try it when we're not on this call, because maybe it's just being glitchy for that reason. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But you can hit that tag picture
Mhm.
and it should let you type in, you know, Laura Craft. So.
Okay. Now that's one other thing is like different restrictions set up on the like page. I don't know. Oh, I don't want us to get too technical. I just really want to make sure we each get a like page going and start sharing. And I mean, just something in the background and have a place where we can share our journey. Running a website and a blog is a lot of work, but being able to do it on a lake page is really awesome. Okay, so
Video, just I guess to give you guys some tips for posts that do really well and do like encourage engagement and traffic to your page. Video is king. Video always, 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 well, I should say like 90% of the time video is always going to do better than an image. And then you want to be like sharing you. It needs to be about you, not just like, you know, memes from Pinterest or things like that. And then
Are you talking about making your own video or sharing a YouTube video?
no, okay, so you don't want to share things. This is another really cool thing that I'll show you, Laura, that you can do. Okay, I have so many things in my mind. This could go long. You don't want to share from YouTube if possible, because you have to think about that YouTube and Facebook are competing with each other. So Facebook wants you to stay on Facebook. So uploading a video directly from your phone to Facebook, Facebook is going to reward you, and they are going to put it in front of more people than if you share, like if you make the same video and you put it on YouTube and then you share that link. Facebook is not going to, put that same post in front of as many people as if you upload directly to Facebook. Does that make sense? Okay, and then another thing that's really cool that you can do is like, I'll do this I'd probably a couple times a week, like the tasty recipes. Sometimes you'll see those that are any type of like funny video or maybe like a fitness video that has 1 million views or something like that. You can share that to your page. And if you go,
sorry, there was a video that I shared, like, so something like this.
yes. So yeah, and exactly how that is. So like if you copy the link and you don't like if you're on your phone and you want to share that and you hit share and write post, it's going to, like, this looks as though it's your page or your video, kind of, you know what I mean? It doesn't look like you're sharing it, if that makes sense. Like when this comes up because you got to think most people are looking at this on mobile.
Mm-hmm.
And when this post right here, this video comes up, it's going to look like Bodies in Fuego put this video up, not that Bodies in Fuego shared this video. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that versus
No, not like, you got to think of if it's on your phone and you see that somebody shared something and it would say like so-and-so shared whatever, and then the video would be underneath of it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe like multiple people have shared it, and so it comes up with multiple people sharing that video. So if you copy the link and post the link like to your status, if that makes sense, then it's going to look as though that it's your post, not that you shared it
so like,
on mobile.
So we would click on the video, copy this link, post it on the page. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what I did with this one is I click on the video, copy it, and then I pasted it in the post.
Yep. And you can do that from your phone too. Like if you click on the video and in the right-hand corner or most videos like this, there's an option, I think on the right-hand corner, where you have the choice to copy the link. And you always want to do that. You don't want to share it and like write a post. You want to copy the link into your status and write your post that way. And that's going to help. Facebook is going to reward you, and they're going to give you more affinity and more traction.
Yeah. So like clicking on the share here.
Yes.
Versus the link. Okay.
Yes.
So that's awesome. And I am very guilty of posting YouTube videos instead of the video itself. And you can see like 56 people.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just, but if you don't know, it seems like it would make more sense. But it's night and day. Like when you start uploading those videos directly to Facebook, and especially like where you're doing the Facebook Live videos. I don't know, are you doing those from your business page?
I don't think I have enough of a following yet. And that's one thing I'm really working on is I think you have to have 1,500 people in order to do Facebook Live. And so, yeah, I'm really working on that. But I can show on my personal page, anybody can do Facebook Live, I think. But you just click on, so I'm not going to do it. It must only be from my phone.
Have you tried it from your business page on your phone?
Yep. Yeah, it won't let me. But usually when you click to post something.
Yeah, you would have that little, I think it's just on mobile though.
Yeah, I think it's on your cell phones, but it pops up with like a little head and it has a bunch of circles around it. That's that new live option where you could just do a quick, a meal prepping tip. I'm going to stop sharing so we can see each other. So you can share, you know, I did, hey, when you're in a rush and you need something fun and different, you grab frozen beets, and it's just like beets and carrots, and it's different than broccoli, and the kids love it. So I was just like, hey, this is something we do, and my girl screamed in the background, so I had to run away. But I'm trying to do one live video a day that has something that either motivates people or it gives them like how to or like this or tips. I noticed at first I was like, oh, this is our girls and we're dancing, and I see a lot of people doing that. And Shalene Johnson called it a reality show. Like, people don't want a reality show, they want value. So I'm using the live videos to plug my like page. Like, if you want more tips, I'm going to talk about meal prepping, follow my like page. So yeah, I don't know. Is this good? Is this good for you guys? You feel like it's helpful? I know we're going longer. I mean, I just want to make sure it helps you guys, or whatever questions you have about like pages, posting.
There's a lot of intricate, like behind the scenes. I didn't know that about Facebook versus YouTube. So it sounds like there's a lot of intricacies of the system that if you're trying to build a business page, it would help to know those things.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was helpful.
Okay, good.
I think just the main things to focus on, from, in my opinion, you know, and from what I have learned, is just make sure that you're adding value and that you're being you and you're branding yourself. So what is it about you that is special and different, and that someone, you know, needs to join your challenge? Not that they need to do the 21-day fix or they need to do 2-minute hardcores, but why do they need to join your team? What do you have to offer? And what, you know, why do they need to join your challenge? You know? So I think that that is the main thing to focus on, that when you're building your page, that you're consistently showing up, you're consistently adding value, you know, and that you're being you. You're not just talking about Beachbody, that you're branding yourself. And as far as like the ins and outs of Facebook rules and all that kinds of, what is it called? Shoot, Laura, do you know what it's like the social media, what is it called? Like it's like a blog that has all of kind of the new updates and rules and changes and all of that kind of stuff with all the different social media outlets. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Social media. I'll have to think about it. Dang it. Anyways, you can, like, there's a lot of free resources out there if there are certain things that you're wanting to learn how to do and you don't have the money to invest in a training right now. There are a lot of, you know, webinars and different things out there that you can, even like Beachbody coaches that have went through trainings like the one that I went through, and have made little piecemeal trainings of how to build your page the right way and how to do ads the right way and how to find your avatar and your target audience the right way. So there's a lot of free resources out there that you can find. Just, do it piece by piece as you have time and energy to focus on that. But I really think, especially if you're pushing to turn this into a full-time business and a substantial income, I really, really, really strongly feel, that a business page is essential.
There's social media Mashable, social media digital trends. Does any of that sound? If you just Google social media updates, there are a lot that have latest social media news on sites and applications. And so, yeah, that would be really good. And I feel like maybe on our team page, I can, when I learn certain tips, I can share that with you guys. That would be good for, hey, if you didn't know this, try this on your like page, or want everybody try doing a live video, or making a video and uploading it to Facebook. That if you're not able to make a live video, upload one. Because definitely people want to see us. My 30 seconds of doing the plank with Adam. Oh my gosh, so many people were commenting on that, and it was just 30 seconds of really struggling through the plank and with Shanti's abs and something like that. They're like, oh wow, look her, she's doing that. Things like that. So
Social Media Examiner.
Okay.
And you can find anything that you want to know about social media outlet on that. That will tell you every single update, the ins and outs, and how it all works. So that's a good one. I video my workouts every day, like for accountability. I have a accountability partner that I send my workout. We send our videos back and forth. So I video every workout like time lapse on my phone. And so sometimes I will put that like a couple times a week. Usually I'll put that on my page of like, whatever. And my daughter runs in and out, and what I mean? Like, it's kind of funny and it's real life and people can relate to that type of stuff instead of me putting up a video of fitness professional working out or whatever. It's me, and they can see me doing what I'm talking about, the programs and that kind of stuff. But video is king for sure for getting traffic and followers to your page.
Awesome. Go for it.
So the only way I know how to get a page is to go like to the like page on my regular page. How do you get to other people in the world?
I didn't quite hear what you said. I'm sorry.
Okay. To get more people to like my page, that's my question. How do I do that? Because right now, if I go to my like page, I can go to invite friends to like this page. It only pulls up, obviously, the people I'm already friends with on my personal page. How do I get these other random people that you were talking about?
Are you at a point where you're ready to invest like in advertising?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would message Jesse or find out about that training if that's something that you're interested in doing.
Okay.
And that will teach you how to do that 100%. But you basically to get more likes, if you're at a point where you're ready to invest a little bit of money. And like I said, I got like 4,500 likes for about $150 over the course of 3 months basically. So it's not like you're dumping thousands of dollars into it. You can work with your budget, but you learn how to create ads for your page. Okay. So like if you see on your phone, you guys see like a video pop up or a picture pop up with a little blurb about like my page for healthy recipes and free workouts or whatever. And you learned how to create those type of ads. Okay. And send those out into the Facebook universe and target. So those ads are showing up on the news feed of the people that you want to work with.
Okay. Gotcha.
And that's a lot of explaining. But if you like, I guess if you talk with him and he's not accepting any more people in there, like Laura, I guess I could put together a little quick training of how to set up ads to get, to like page ads, basically, to get likes to your page.
Yeah, we could definitely do that and just open it up to your team and, open it up to different teams so that it creates value and you have that training video for yourself. But yeah, let's maybe, let's reach out to Jesse and see, and, I will also I had the opportunity to do the training with Jesse for Facebook for Shalane Johnson's, academy, marketing academy. And so I chose to do Shalane Johnson's academy. It's more, but just I have a dream to meet her this year. So, but for those of you who, either we can't get into Jesse's training or that it's $300 to do the program, and it's very valuable and it is worth it from, what it's done for businesses. But, in the meantime, if you're not in that place, we can do a training and I can do some research to share some little tips for you guys from other successful coaches or people that do network marketing. So we can definitely share those tools for whatever level you're at, because some of us are just barely creating a like page and investing, or not even be able to join the training. So we can do that for sure.
So I think I'm kind of just going to butt in here a little bit, I guess, but I think that for what would be helpful for everybody on your team or anybody, that you're working with that's interested in this and interested in building that page and getting targeted likes and learning how to do ads and that kind of stuff. I think the first step that you could do, like your homework from this call, would be, if you don't have this figured out already, is to figure out who your avatar is, who your target market is, and kind of get that lined out. And then it's fairly easy to teach you how to set up, an ad and start finding, that target market.
And do you guys know what an avatar is? It's basically the person that you find online that's just like you, the type of person you're looking for that gets you, like your humor, your interests, your passions, your frustrations, like they get you inside out, and you would like be BFFs. You would meet and you would get it, you would click. So that kind of person is what they mean by an avatar, just someone online that when you write a post or you're doing a video, you're talking to that person. Like you literally, that video, you say you are talking to her, or right, whoever you're looking for. That's basically what the avatar is.
Okay.
Andrea Crowder and Katie Hefner both have free trainings on YouTube that are like team calls or webinars or something like that, but it's some kind of a team training for their teams from years ago that walk you through step by step exactly how to figure out who your ideal customer and who your ideal coach is. So getting an idea, like going through that process and figuring out what do they do for fun? How old are they? What do they look like? Do they have kids? Do they have animals? What kind of TV shows do they watch? Do they read magazines? What types of things do they do? Having all of that information is kind of what you need beforehand, before you start going into doing the Facebook ads, because that's the information that you need to go in and figure out the audience insights and figure out, who your target audience is.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Okay. Well, let's wrap it up. We definitely,
Sorry.
it's big content, and it's good to answer questions. And I'm going to go ahead and stop recording. Thank you, Cassie, for sharing. And just, we get to hear, she's up to the 5,000 likes, so obviously it's working. So